Hi. Hi, I'm Dezzi Pixels. I'm a freelance illustrator and I help other artists find clients and build businesses online. Today, we're talking about color psychology and why it's important. What are the common Western color associations of warm and cool colors? As well as talking about the meaning of each individual color, as well as talking about the association of the individual colors in the West. So, let's get started. So my favorite part of shooting my videos is when I film a whole section and I forget to turn on the camera and I have to record it again. I love it. It's so fun. Anyways, our first question. What is color psychology and why is it important? Color psychology is the study of color and their effects on people's moods and actions. As artists, color psychology is a huge part of our study. A lot of our education learning color theory and learning how to convey moods and scenery comes with a lot of the pre-prescribed color notions that we have in the West. Color associations are culturally specific. For example, in the West, America has their associations with the color yellow, where it has different association in Polynesian and Asian countries. These little minute details are scattered throughout color theory and you need to be conscious of them so your message is not misunderstood, especially if you are speaking to an international audience. For the rest of this video, since the culture that I am most familiar with is Western culture, we're going to be talking about the Western associations with color. Now, for the next section. What is the difference between warm and cool colors and their associations in the West? To get started, let's first talk about the difference between warm and cool colors. Warm colors are on the side of the spectrum that includes reds, oranges, and yellows. These colors tend to provoke a sense of warmth, calm, peace, and as well as energy, usefulness, and excitement. When using warm colors, think about it as almost if you're familiar with music, using major keys on the piano. They're bright, sunny, and associated with happiness. With cool colors, you get more so the blues, purples, and greens. These colors are associated more so with tranquility, calmness, contemplation, thoughtfulness, and it tends to be emotionally colder and less exciting than warm colors. You can further differentiate these colors by adding white to them to tint a color or adding black to them to shade a color. Adding tints and shades also changes the meaning of the associated color, because you can probably tell when you look at a color like red, you have a different association with it than you do with the color pink. And pink is just a different tint of red. You can further enhance warm and cool colors by adjusting the saturation of them. Saturation of a color is how close it is to the truest and most vibrant version of that color. So a more saturated color is going to have a bigger pop and grab attention more than a more subdued color. However, that being said, you don't always want to overpower your users with highly saturated colors, which just like playing music, you want to have a mix of high moments and low moments so you can create dynamism. That's the word I'm going with in your color palette. Next, what are the common color associations of each color? So now we're going to talk about the individual colors and their associations, and in our later chapters we're going to talk about how you can create palettes out of these colors to get specific emotional effects. So to get started, the first color is green. Green is commonly associated with calming energy, peacefulness, healthiness, and nature. Our next color is blue. Blue is strong, reliable, sometimes masculine, professional, and smart. Next, we have red, the color of passion, fire, energy. It stands out, is bold, and is loud. Next, we have my favorite and the bestest of all colors, purple. Purple stands for imagination, creativity, royalty, luxury, and all of a getter just being too much. Next, we have yellow. And for yellow, we have warmth, happiness, bargains, abundance, friendliness, and cowardice. But we're not talking about the negative ones in this video. We're going to do that later. Next, we have orange. Orange is associated with youthfulness, standing out, caution, as well as also bargains, deals, sales, and stuff like that. You know, the corporate things we're here for. Next, we have pink. Pink is associated with emotion, sensitivity, romance, sexuality, and all the other fancy things that you get demonetized on YouTube for talking about. Then we have white. White is for cleanliness, purity, simplicity, and goodness. And last, we have black. Black is seen as strong, luxury, high price, bold, and tough. All these colors you can use in different ways, just like you would notes on the piano. Mixing these different colors and their meanings create different symphonies of emotions you can get with your brand and your art. So what we're going to start talking about in the upcoming weeks are the different brand archetypes again, and their common color palettes associated with them. We'll take the information we learned this week about color and we'll analyze each of the given color palettes for the archetypes and talk about what each of the colors commonly associated with them is doing for that brand. And also subscribe, hit the bell, and sign up for the newsletter in the bottom, because we're also going to have a special video in the upcoming weeks on NFTs and how they can serve you or not serve you as an artist. So, don't think you'll get away without getting your homework. For this week, I want you to look at the different businesses in your niche again and see what type of color palettes they commonly use in their logos, marketing, and just their general correspondence with our audience. I want you to write all those down and then start brainstorming palettes, so when we get to your brand archetype over the next coming weeks, you can see how close you were or if you want to change or incorporate anything else. So anyway, this has been your girl, Dezzi Pixels. Thanks for spending your couple minutes with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best. I'll see y'all next week. And I'm out, bitches. Bye, be safe, and have a good one. Bye.
Cooking soul,